Oh, there we go. Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native. It just sounds that way. My camera seems to have developed a mind of its own here. Come over here, dear. Oh, that's because it's not tracking. Here we go. All right, let's start again. Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. And I think I'm recording, so I'm going to start again. But I want to get the camera doing some stuff here first. There you go, dear. And I don't really know how well I'm facing on here. So what I'm going to do is by using the mirror, make it go more that way. Okay, let's try that. All right. Here we go. Am I recording? I think I'm recording. Let's double check that I'm recording. I think I'm recording. So, okay, we're recording. Over here. You're supposed to come over here, dear. Over here. There you go. Okay. Hi, boys and girls. It's me, Butch. My name is Terry David Silvercloud. I'm not native. It just sounds that way. It's a long story. I'm 81 years old. Today is, geez, my memory's foggy. Tuesday, the 20th of January. Pretty sure that's what it is. Let's hope so. And it's late in the day here in Vancouver, 20 after 4. I'm testing out how to make videos with this particular smartphone. In my earlier test this afternoon, flunked and made it on another phone. So now I got to make another video to try out what I was trying the first time around. So I'm 81 years old, and maybe I could talk a bit to those of you who are over 50 or 60 gay men. I don't know much about women, so I can't tell the women anything. What I'm talking about is for the guys. And a whole lot of things may become easier or more difficult. You might be financially better off, but it doesn't necessarily mean your romantic life or your sexual life is better off. And not only that, once you get into the 40s, mid-40s, 50s, 60s, that's when the plumbing starts to break and the fuses start to blow and the body can start to have problems. The best way to avoid that, aside from having excellent genes, which not all of us have, is to try to look after yourself while you are younger. Exercise, watch your weight, that kind of crap. So I had something in my mind which I totally forgot about for being over 60. Oh, so I'm 81 and I had a boyfriend who died, Ganucci knows, 35 years ago, and he was 39. He died from AIDS. But he was my type, skinny, nice average sized dick, maybe 6 and a bit inches, and cut, and skinny, wide shoulders, dirty blonde hair. But I like skinny guys, and he didn't have any real body hair that I like. Why am I going on about this? So I'm very particular about the kind of guys I like. And most of my life, young guys were attracted to me anyway, so I didn't have to do very much chasing. If they saw me and they knew it was about to happen or could happen, some of them actually chased me. So that was not a problem for me, picking up guys that were, even into my 40s, guys that were 20 years younger than I was. But in those sort of things, it was basically because it was sexual, or was going to be sexual in one way or another. Usually me giving them a blowjob, because I'm a very oral guy. That's where I like my cream. And I'm very open about asking guys, just ask them. Even if it's just somebody I have a lot of self-confidence and experience. I have to cough, sorry. Hang on. Oh, maybe I'll swallow some coffee. Hang on. Smoked a lot of pot and must have some crap in my throat. Hang on. So I found if I just ask a guy if he'd like a blowjob, they would say yeah. And if it was a straight guy that I was asking, and that was quite a few, it was usually because somehow we'd gotten to know each other for one reason or another, either through a ride together or walk. I don't know. We'd had a few minutes together, and we were alone. And I simply asked him if he'd like to have me give him a really excellent blowjob. And nobody would ever know. That was the beauty of it. You never know when you'll get the opportunity again. Doesn't make you gay at all. You're just going to have a good time, and I'll do all the work. And, you know, when I was younger and meeting guys that way, they just say, okay. That's how I met my boyfriend, my long-term boyfriend. I literally, quite literally, walked up to him on the street. Literally. He knew I'd been following him a bit, and he was deliberately making sure I really was following him by going a circular route, but I was following him. And I had been really down in the dumps because something had happened, and he was just so beautiful. I just had to fall. He was like an angel to me. And he started hitchhiking, which was quite common back in the 70s in Vancouver. And I didn't want to give him a chance. He thought that I stopped to talk to another young hitchhiker who was adorable. But I gave the other, I had two excellent chances. And I told the other adorable young guy where the hostel was. He was a hitchhiker from out of town. And then ran to catch up to my future boyfriend, and who had already stuck his thumb out, and walked up to him. And I don't know what my first words were, but probably like, hi, my name's David. Would you like a blowjob? That straight up, literally. And he said, okay. And it was that simple. And I took him back to my place, and that's how our relationship began. Okay, I didn't want this to be a long video. I'm just having issues trying to figure out how to get this microphone cooperating. It's difficult with the camera that you're seeing this, and I'm trying to use the front camera so I cannot see what I'm recording. And the reason I'm doing that is I want the maximum number of pixels. So if you're trying to see all of me, you'll have more pixels in which to do it. And some people just come here to see, who is this crazy old Butch? Who the hell is he? Oh, and I forgot, we got to get back to old age and guys, because that's sort of part of what I was going to go on about. One of the things I can suggest for you guys getting older when, oops, the camera gets all confused. I can't see. I hope you're seeing me okay. Where did I put it? Oh, there you are, right in front of me, of course. See how ditzy we get? It's right there in front of me. One of the things that's been a great relief to me, and I highly recommend it, is this device called a Tenga T. Oh, and also, if you really want to see all of me, you might wonder what the Butch board is and Google that. I don't maintain it much anymore, but... So this device is called a Tenga flip hole, and this is the black model. This one's about a year old now, so I've probably banged it at least 300 times. And you just grease it up before you shut it with a bit of KY, put a bit more in there and a bit more down there. And I like bracing it against my bathroom cabinet and having my way with it. Like if this was the bathroom cabinet and I have a picture up there in front of me, then I could be doing my thing with it. And then and I put a piece of vinyl electrical tape around the top between the foam, between the foam and the edge here, so that if I slip, I'm not hitting a hard edge. Also, just to make it a bit stronger, so that afterwards I can take off the electrical tape, throw that away, and you pull it apart. And one of the silicone things is fallen out here, but that's okay. It still works. And give it a good wash. Remove the wash out what you just let, wash out your deposit and put it out to dry on itself. You can put it out to dry, comme ça. That's Francais for like that. Okay, I've gone on like a dripping tap. Butch says to the nerds out there, I cannot express it too often, that solids, this is a solid, isn't it? Solids have pointy edges. This is a solid. They're called vertices. That's fancy language for a pointy corner. For a point, a vertice. Vertical. Get it? So solids have pointy parts. So this is a solid. This is a solid. But as it gets struck by waves which are longer and longer, or any waves, it's already spinning, so it just spins faster and faster, and as it spins faster and faster, it expands to absorb all that energy, and the solid melts and becomes a spheroid. This is a spheroid. There's the electrons. See the electrons? There's the electrons. So the solid becomes a spheroid, and it's a liquid. And as the spheroid spins, to absorb even more energy, it becomes more and more of a torus, a donut shape, and that's a gas. And if you squooshed any of them like flat, that would be slushes and in-between states, stuff like that. So that's it for the nerds. Butch is going to say this is the end of the task, and I'm going to try and make the camera stop now. So I think what I'll do is I'll say bye-bye like this, and then if I screw up trying to shut the camera off, saying another goodbye, then I did. So I'm going to try and tilt the camera over here. And just before I do, I want to try, oh, I see, that's good. So bye-bye from Butchie Poo. I'm going to go down here. Oh, that's really difficult to do. Oh, there we go. That's what I want. And I'm going to say stop recording.